There we go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Joffy's VIP room. We are back again here with myself and Mike, talking about The Last of Us, episode two. Episode two. Now, before we get into this, uh, Dad, I love you, man. Sorry, your Cowboys lost. Yeah, so Dad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry your Cowboys lost, brother. I love you so much. I'm gonna call you tomorrow and check up on you. I know this is not about the Dallas Cowboys. This is about the last of us.
It's about the Last of Us, but how fitting it is to say the Last of Us, because that's it. Michael Irvin,
Greg, what's up,
Deion
man?
Sanders, Troy Aikman, and all them other guys. That was it. It was the Last of Us. Back in the
Man,
'90s, it was the Last of Us.
man, I'm telling you. Hey, sister, love you. Yeah, man. I
No,
have to get.
wait. I know
Yeah,
we're supposed to be talking about the show,
yeah. Go
but
ahead. Go ahead.
did you see Zeke get patty cake? Like Zeke lined up as
Chardonnay, yes indeed. Oh man, dude.
all
What
right.
up, David? Oh man, dude, I just it's yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna call my dad tomorrow, man. I'm gonna call my dad tomorrow and check up on him. I ain't gonna call him right now because he gonna start saying some. Yeah, I'm gonna let
Yeah.
everybody else bother my dad. Love your dad so much, man. Shout out to my sister Rachel. She's watching on live. Yes, I am drinking your drink, Chardonnay. Yes, yes, that is the drink. I hold pinky a while drinking because I was writing and stuff. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, The Last of Us episode two. Of course, we talked about this Last of Us episode one. Me and Mike was blown away. Like I said, when both me and Mike got on this on Zoom,
Right.
only thing we said was yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
yeah. But Mike, explain your feelings, man, before we get into this.
And it was another yeah moment. I mean, I think we're good now with the wow factor,
Yeah.
but it continues to wow in a way. Is first off, the beginning, what was it? Beginning 15, 20 minutes, 15 minutes
Yeah.
when they was in Indonesia, like, bro, that was really something different, and I like the way how they putting their own little twist into it and not
Mhm.
just keeping it game by game. But then once that scene was over, um, then that's when they carried on. But this the dialogue and everything and all that was all great, perfect. But what really got me was the life of the environment.
Mm.
That what really got me. Like that sets a lot of it apart because if you ever played the game, right, and if you ever just walk through like the environment, like and just take your time walking through these different stages and
Yeah.
see all the vegetation that has grown, all of the devastation of the buildings and the
Hmm.
bomb sites and this and that and the third. It's like it's like it's a horrible but beautiful looking
Yeah.
experience because it's like wow, it's like Earth done took over back its planet, but through destruction. So it's like concrete and vegetation just mixed all in,
Yeah.
and they got it. They got
Yeah.
it. They got every little piece of that. Like it was literally like you was playing a video game, like you was playing a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and yes, sister, you did put me on. Yes, yes, you did. I love you with the Chardonnay. Yes, you did. Yeah, man, Mike, you right, bro. It's crazy, like you said, the wild factor and everything else, and what took place and from episode one, and now we're on episode two now, and
Mhm.
I'm blown away again. And like we said,
Mhm.
we already know for a fact that they're not going to follow everything verbatim that they did on the video game to this, but the
Right.
fact that it looks exactly like you playing a game
Mhm.
from like how the scenery look and how the characters are and what happens in the story. Like
Mhm.
for example, and spoiler alert for those who have not watched the episode yet, we're gonna do a couple we are gonna do some spoilers. It was "Hey Brittany, how you doing?" We will be talking about some spoilers, and this is our very first spoiler right here. So if you have not played the very first game, you have not played or have not watched the episode, come back again and then comment and everything else. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. So the Tess character.
Right.
Now we know she does get killed off. Howdy, howdy.
Right.
She does get killed off early on in the game, like a good hour or so, I think, into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think they was gonna kill her off this soon, or what? What was your guess?
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were, but I had that feeling that it was coming
Yeah.
because they have a lot. They have a lot of ground to cover, so her character couldn't linger on anymore.
True.
I was surprised that they made it to the city that fast during the day, because
Right.
I remember and like I said on the game, it felt like forever at night. It felt like you was just walking forever at night, and they started it right then and there. Like, they didn't waste no time. So, um, I wasn't surprised because I knew it was coming because of the pace of the TV show. So they have a lot of ground to cover, mind you. They got to go from where is it? Is this Boston to Utah?
Yeah, they got to pass through like a lot,
They got to pass through a lot. And there's a lot that happened. The one character that I am looking forward to see is Bill.
Yeah, man.
I am looking forward to see Bill. And if you pay attention to the trailer and you have played the game, Bill have a little backstory. And
Yeah.
I believe Bill had a boyfriend. And
Yeah.
yeah, I believe so. And they're gonna show all of his backstories.
Yeah.
They're gonna show his backstory before. But Bill never dies. But like I said,
Mhm.
her character had to go quick because that's the
You know?
pace of the TV show versus the game. Because it felt like she was gonna tag along throughout the whole journey. So
Yeah. Yeah. I agree, man. I thought Tess was gonna, get the axe on the third episode, but then when she shout out to this actress too who played this Tess.
yeah.
All the actors on this show, but shout out to the actors who played this Tess. Yeah, what up, Keon? Gideon. But I noticed like in the game how Tess her mood started changing real differently.
Yeah.
She got bit and stuff in the game. And you was like, dang, what's wrong with her? And so in the TV show, like when she when she started, wrapping up her ankle and everything, I was like, I wondered if it happened then. And then
Mm-hmm.
held her head down, and then as the scene progressed, she started acting really different. And I was like, she got bit now. It happened
Yeah.
now. It happened now. And the way she just, showed the mark and everything.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that's a part of this TV series because everything looked great from the graphics to
Yeah.
the clickers, and we're gonna talk about the clickers too, to everything, man. And it was just she did a really good transitioning from how she was, accepting everything, accepting Ellie for who she is, and what she does. And when she got bit, and then they made it to was it the Capitol building that they the
Yeah.
Capitol.
They made it to the Capitol. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike, you're right too. It took them a little bit longer in the game, of course, like we said.
It took forever.
Forever get to that Capitol. I was like, God,
It took forever to get to that Capitol, man.
yeah. I was like, man, hurry me get to the Capitol. They kept talking about it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah,
man.
like that one scene, because the Clickers was way introduced in the game. Speaking of the Clickers, but the Clickers was introduced way earlier in the game
Yeah.
when they was in that office building. Because they had to go through an office building at night. I do remember that because I kept dying on this one. They kept after they got out of the rain, they went to the office building that
Yeah.
night, and I'm thinking like they was gonna carry on to that, but like I said, they got a lot of ground to cover, and then they got their own ground to cover, so they have to speed it up.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, they had to because, like you said, like we said last episode, this game got so much content into it. Like you be 20 plus hours in this game, and for them to come in with the TV series, they gotta condense it to so much. But
Yeah.
so far they knock it out of the park, man. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on some of the changes that they made with the episode? Like in this episode, they were talking about how Tess was telling Ellie, "You need to watch where you step." With some of
Hmm.
the well, I can't think of the name of it. Watch where you step, regardless, when you go into these buildings and where the spores and everything are at, because the fungi, and it was saying that in real life, fungus can communicate miles away. And so
Mm.
they use that to put more intensity into the clicker and into the infected. You step on one of these live whatever, spores or
Yeah.
whatever, that's
Yeah.
gonna trigger infected from miles away.
And they'll know exactly where you are, and they're
Ooh.
gonna come, and they're gonna come. And you know what? And you know what? The one thing that I would say once again, this is a spoiler, that from the game that it was missing is a herd. They if you ever pay attention, they didn't have a herd. They had a group.
Yeah,
They had the bloaters, but they never had a herd. And they did show a herd on this.
yeah,
So with her saying that, that's like something different that is coming from the game. You know, there's another game that's out. It's called Days Gone.
yeah,
It came out, yeah, yeah, it came out before The Last of Us Volume 2. Like I want to say a year before The Last of Us Volume 2. And it was a
mm,
good concept. It's about an old biker, in the whole zombie era, and he got a
yeah,
motorcycle and he got to get gas, and he working with other bikers and stuff. And I
yeah,
guess the bikers survived, and
yeah,
they had their own little village or whatever the case may have you. But it was a good concept. It was a good game. But one thing that I liked about that game that's different from The Last of Us
mm,
is they have a herd, and their herd is I'm it is huge. It's
yeah,
like thousands of them all
yeah,
grouped together, right? So I thought that was pretty cool in the game. So maybe by her saying that, they're going to introduce that. So I'm excited to see how that comes out.
yeah. Me as well, man. And I thought that was pretty cool that they added that because it adds more intensity to it. And it's like, man, like in real life that'd have been a wrap for, like, like you like I gotta watch where I step everywhere I go, like oh and everything, man. So
Yeah.
and and we'll talk about that final moment. So before the show ended, but let's talk about these clickers real quick. Man, did they do their
Yeah.
job or did they do their job?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did. That was that's not easy to do.
no, no,
No, no, no, no, no. That's not easy to do. People, we are watching people at their finest work. Okay, that's not easy to do. That is very a difficult thing to do. It's easy to design it on a computer,
mm-hmm.
but to actually imitate it, that's hard because they are doing things to their body, and they have to click like clickers, like a chicken,
Yeah,
and they it was so realistic to see how they was, because the way how they were in the game, like that's
yeah.
how I was when I was playing it for the first time, and I'm like, what the what, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself like, I can rush them, zombie, I can rush them. Now you can't rush no clickers on The Last of Us. It's over.
No,
It's
no,
over.
no.
That they kind of didn't have it as high it was in the game, because Joel did rush one of them, and he was tussling with him. Cause I knew, I'm like, oh damn, they finna kill Joel.
Right?
Cause that's how it was in the game. Hello,
better,
clicker, put that 2-piece on your bow.
you better not touch them clickers in that game.
You better not. I try to avoid them
What up,
clickers.
Ronson?
If I ain't gotta fight them, I'm
Yeah,
finna walk around them. I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna throw a bottle way over there, and then they go over there, and I'm going over here. I'm gone, man, because the
man.
clickers are like the ultimate. Like every time I go into a scene, I'm like, you hear that click, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, man,
damn.
man. Man, I'm telling you, man. What's up, Ronson? We over. I don't know if you ever saw The Last of Us or got to the TV show, not Ronson, but that's what we talking about today. Other than that, man, I hope you're doing well, bro. Good to see you, man. I'm gonna hit you up soon, man. But yeah, I thought about that too with the as soon as Joel started tackling him, I was like, bro, like Joel, you about to die, bro? Like I automatically went that back into video game mode, and I was like, wait, Joel, wait. And
Wait.
yeah, like whoa, hold on, man. And the intensity picked up in that scene because I'm on edge now because we know how it is facing these clickers. And shout out to the actors who played as the clickers. I saw the behind the scenes, and the guy was talking about how they got some actors that are fans of the game and that the movements and everything, like how they start maneuvering. I like that's just like it. And the guy was saying that he wanted people who play the game, so when they see the clickers, they're like, "That's it." And for newcomers that watch the show, they're like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And they nailed it.
Yeah.
That they and it was fun. I started laughing because my first interaction with the clickers, and I'm shooting them, and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm running around." After you get killed too many times, you're like, "Man, I'm running around," and so I started laughing because Joel and Tess and Ellie just start running around in circles and stuff like that. I'm like, that's just like how it was in the game. I'm like, I ain't trying, I ain't trying to deal with it no more, man.
I ain't trying to deal with it. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to deal with it. Yeah. The clickers is not your normal monsters. I mean the zombies. You gotta either throw a Mazel Tov at them and burn them, or a little made grenade, or just empty the clip, or you walk behind them and stab them, and then you move on. But I'm not a stealthy kind of guy. I think that's the one thing I didn't like about that game is like you had to be stealth and quiet and all, and you had to, but that's why I hated the clickers. Everybody else, the zombies and stuff, even the bloaters. Oh, I'm going at you.
Yeah.
But those clickers, bro, I can't do nothing with that.
And that's a lot of people were saying that too. Like, man, I'm tired of being stealthy. Like, I'm going there and just going guns blazing. Like sometimes, man, this type of game where I like, man, I can do it, but at the same time, it's like I don't know what else is running around here that I got to deal with. And it gets to a point where it's like you dealing with one, then here come two, then three and four, and then you like, oh hell. We start booking.
Just start booking it. But I like the way how Joel broke it down on, or was it Tess? I think it was Tess. Well, they was talking and they broke it down on the different ones. Well, I think it was Joel touch bases on the, like, yeah, they only survived for a month, but some of them been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, that's giving an insight of what's to come next. And then Ellie was like, well, I heard stories about one that makes a clicking sound, and then I heard one. No, she said I heard stories that one that got his head split open, that's a clicker, and that's one that hides behind that's another one I can't stand. The ones that hide the stalkers. The ones that hide behind the corner and then they do this and then they go to another corner until they decide to attack you. I'm like, bro, come on.
Man, you know what? Real quick, get into the game. I know on part 2, I got tired of dealing with it. I just got frustrated. That's what I know I'm gonna do. And I got that part recorded. Man, I said, man, forget these stalkers. I ran all the way to the end of the room. And I was like, okay, I think I'm supposed to get. I set up right there. I ran all the way to the end of the room, got my shotgun, reloaded it. I said, all right, let's go. Them stalkers start running towards me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm taking everything out, man.
Yeah, that's Cause you was introduced to them at this little underground city.
Right.
They don't come until after you leave the city of, I think it's Pittsburgh, I believe.
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, it is Pittsburgh because they jumped off the same bridge to Pittsburgh that me and my wife was
Yeah.
walking into. So that's cool that they recreate that. But long story short, that's when you fight them when you in this underground sewer
Yeah.
when it's you and the little boy, and then
Yeah.
Ellie and the dad and the other dad. Spoiler alert for you guys. I hope you guys, understand that. Hey, this is a spoiler because me and James have played the game.
Yeah.
That part is easy. I hate those stalkers on volume 2 when you in that office building and it's
Yeah.
like, God damn,
I did
man,
that.
they
They
everywhere, bro.
everywhere. I did that again too, cause I got tired. Cause I was like, I forgot all about that, and I was like, man, I'm about to do the same. I said, man, let's go. I ran. I stopped getting every last one of y'all. Light everybody up, every shotgun, and switch up. Boom. I got tired. Sometimes this game has their moments where you like, man, F it. I'm tired of dealing with this
Yeah,
man.
you get tired of sneaking around like the Pink Panther, dun
Yeah.
dun dun. You get really tired. That really gets redundant because it's like, oh God, I gotta keep sneaking. Man, bump this. I'm going in. I got how many shot shells I got? Cool. I got a boy with a knife in it. I'm straight.
I'm getting everybody. I got my machete.
Somebody finna get this work.
Somebody getting this work. I got my machete. I'm about to get everybody, man.
Yeah, I got a machete. Oh, I'm straight.
Yes, sir, man. It gets to that point. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this mess, man. And
Yeah.
and a couple more things. I laughed at Tess when they climbed up those stairs, and Ellie said that wasn't that bad. And Tess said, "Man, you can not complaining right now, but complain when you get to our age, or something
Yeah.
like that."
Yeah. She said, yeah. No, she said, oh, those 10 steps wasn't she said that wasn't that bad. She said, yeah, you wait till you start having our needs or
Yeah,
something like you don't have our
yeah,
needs like, our, needs with
mm,
connected with our
yeah.
legs or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was cool because I laughed too because the dude at my barbershop, every time his elevator is broke, his shop, we gotta walk up 4 flights. I'm like, bro, come on, come on now. It's
Yeah,
all the signs of getting in shape, guys,
man,
in the process.
telling you, man. It is funny too because the creators of the show they were saying that Joel is up in age, a little bit more up in age on this one, and they were saying in the game, yeah, in the video game you can crouch and run for as long as you can, but in real life, nah, man, you can't. I don't know anybody that can crouch for that long and not feeling their knees. So,
Yeah.
and I like that. And also another shout out to the team that works on special effects and graphics because that one part when they fought the clicker and I think it was Tess who took the sledgehammer or whatever it was, hacksaw axe or whatever, and slapped him in the neck, and it just stayed there, and the clicker still, running around. And so I said, "Oh, that is sick.
Yeah.
That was sick." So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. But well, other than that, let's go ahead and move on to the last finale of the part of the show. Well, where Tess had to say her goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Mm.
And now in the game is different because the military are the ones that flood the building. But in the show, there's like they figured, no, let's keep the infected going. And the infected came into the building. What you thought about
Mm.
that part, Mike?
I thought it was cool.
Mm,
It was a different twist. I believe that if the military was going to flood the building, the military had to start in the beginning, not the beginning, but after the Indonesia part of the show, because it's a buildup that the military is going to, you know,
mm-hmm,
find you. You see what I'm saying? Uh, I think the military federal is gonna have a moments
mm-hmm,
in the game, but truly believe that that's over for them for right now. That's just my opinion. I don't think that we're gonna have Fedra probably for the next couple of episodes, probably not even for the rest of the season. And the reason why I say that is because in the game, they're not a factor once you leave a certain part of the city anymore. You don't battle Fedra, if I'm not mistaken, because you go through all these other
Yeah.
people. Fedra don't show up honestly until volume 2, and you're playing a whole different character. So I believe that it had to be a build up for them to show up and storm the Capitol. They
Right.
already showed the affected outside. So that was their introduction to like something is going to happen with that. That's just
True.
not for people to just see. Like this is something to let you know that this is going to something going to happen with that. And then it did. So I like the twist. I liked it because like I said, it had to be a build up. Like it had to be a we found the dead officer. Okay, who did it? Well, this person did. Well, this person probably did. Well, where did they go? Okay, let's follow them. And then they go back and forth from Fedra and then Joel and Tess and Ellie and all that. Man, they just kept it simple. Did let the show play its course, then showed the affected. All of this whole episode was really about the affected and to show the clickers. It was the introduction of the clickers. The clickers got their shine in the middle of the show where everybody is like completely locked in. And then, there you go.
Yeah, man. I agree with you, man. Hey, Leah, how you doing, love? Good to see you. Or good to hear from you. um, yeah, man, that build up to that final part in the episode where Tess is getting ready to say goodbye. She started loading the drums and the grenades and everything. Part of me was like, Joel, can you pick up some of them grenades or get some of them weapons or whatever? I don't like the video game. Me,
the video game kick in because you
video
get
game me kicked in.
Yeah,
he picked up the AK-47 in the last episode.
Right.
He picked that up. I was like, pick that up. But yeah, the video game me kicked in when I saw them grenades and everything, and it's silly because I'm sitting there looking like I'm looking at the everything that's happening. I'm like, I wonder what type of items are sitting around here. Like I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's just me.
But that's how I was in the game. I was a scavenger for real. Like I just went all the way around. I didn't give a damn if it wasn't one of those one of those scenes where you gotta run. There's nothing around here. You need to run, okay? And it's designed for you to run. Ain't no scavenging. But yeah, no matter where I was at, and I had that slow down period, I'm finna look.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing chasing me. I'm good. Take my time. What? This is a letter. Okay, put that in my back pocket.
Straight up, man.
What is this? A bottle? Put that in my back pocket.
Right? Straight up. I really do think this is one of the games where it's like you really do feel rewarded when you scavenge. Cause like it was like you shouldn't have gone through picking this up, pick that up. I need to upgrade. This is one of the games where like, no, I need to upgrade. I don't care what to say. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah. I like the way how they do it because you can bend down right and you could just be picking up stuff like like the screws and then you go to the other side. You don't move it off, but you see that little square button, you in there taking everything on sight.
Give me that.
But
give me that.
It pays. It really does because it's a survival game. So if you have full capacity of your bullets, like you got 13 to 6 or whatever have you, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it with no problems. Blowtorch, got full gas, propane in it, no issues. So I get you. I totally get you. And it's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna nod the weapons as the story goes, because I know that blowtorch came in handy for a certain.
So right about that. So right.
That blowtorch came in handy for a certain situation.
Yeah.
And, so I'm really the more all of all the characters is Bill, because Bill had everything wired in that whole town. He heard things coming a mile away. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm dying to see his character and how him and Ellie was going back and forth, which was
Yeah.
funny, boy, funny.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man, because that was. Let me see who's this. What's up, Jack? Um, what's the name? That was one of the highlights of the game, the first one, and they were hilarious. They got the right person playing as Bill too. And so I'm really looking forward to that as well, man. And yeah, so everything was done well to perfection. The scene with the clickers, the intensity, and everything. I was on edge. Um, there was a part where Joel was trying to tell Ellie to move and everything. And that brought me back to the game where you like because I know in the game it was more of like the person that they didn't really in the game. It's weird because in the game it's like if they see you, that's your ass. But the
Right.
part that's like let's say for example Ellie in the first one when you playing as Joel or like who was it Dinah or I can't think of her name right now in the second one. It's like those side characters. It's like if the enemy or whatever sees them or barely spots them, they're not worried about them. But if they see you,
It's over.
it's, so I was like I'm thinking about like when I'm back in the game, I'm like, but this one in the TV show, Ellie's sitting right there, and Joe like, get your ass up, get your ass.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Like it was one time I played the game, man, and Ellie literally walked right in front of a cliff. I said, man, what the hell, man?
Let them glitches, bro.
She literally like tiptoed in front of the cliff. Hey, come on, dog. Like,
Let
come
it,
on, man.
but let
Y'all
it be
get
you.
this, get this AI right. That's the one thing they need to get. They should have got right. They didn't get it right on the second one because they still was doing the same thing.
Yeah,
But I'm like, bro, come on, man.
yeah.
I'm doing all of this stealthy, and she's just walking freely, and like y'all don't see her. And then one of the persons like, do you see him? Do you see him? You see him? He goes, no, they're not here. And Ellie just walked right past you. Like, come on, boy.
Like, come on now. But if they see you, that's
It's
a
over. There he is.
I'm like, but she walked right. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm tired. Boy, my anxiety is already up to 100 and steady escalating. But all right, bet, got you. But yeah, that part right there reminded me of that. And Joe stepped on that glass and the clicker dove across the deck. I was like, oh man. So yeah, it was well done. Well done. Well done, man.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man. But other than that, man, you got anything else when we get up out of here?
No, I don't. I'm just enjoying the no, I ain't gonna say experience, but I'm just enjoying their own twist of it because ultimately we know what's gonna happen, me and
Right.
you and all of the people that played the game. Um, but I'm just enjoying how it's flowing. It's flowing very well. Um, it feels like to me that they did that whole 15-minute scene just so that they can go back and say it in the uh after when Ellie was talking to Tess.
Yeah.
She said, "Is this where they bombed?" She said, "Yeah, they bombed the cities."
Yeah.
And I thought that was really like, man, that's lady said there's no cure. Well, what should we do?
Mm.
Bomb the cities. Then that's
Yeah.
when they showed the city. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's wow, that's crazy. She said, well, and Tess said, well, yeah, that's what they had to do to slow down the spread. So,
That's
man, I was, you get moments, you get the moments where you like, damn, that's kind of deep, and then it's and like I said, they doing well with the writing and the flow of it, and I'm just happy. Now, like I said, the only thing I hate is that gotta wait every Sunday,
yeah.
late Sunday at that too,
Yeah.
9 o'clock. Jesus Christ. I'm like, boy, if San Francisco and the Cowboys go into overtime, I'd be mad.
Man, telling you. That's the only that's why y'all not getting y'all 99. Y'all only got 99.9% out of us. You would get 100 if it wasn't this late, man.
If it wasn't this late, good thing that the Super Bowl is gonna start like what 5 o'clock.
Right.
So by the time the Super Bowl is over with, if they don't go into overtime, The
Ooh.
Last of Us is gonna start. So Last of Us is up against some competition on Sundays, and they are not scared because this is the Sunday of football. Like this is the Sunday of all Sundays for last Sunday, this Sunday, and next Sunday, and of course, a week or so after that, that's the
Yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday. They ain't bluffing no smoke.
No. No.
Mm-mm.
What up, D? What up, D Rose? We was over there talking about the Last of Us, bro. But yeah, man, you right, man. They up against some stiff competition, man. I ain't gonna say stiff. This is the competition.
Yeah, this is the competition. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So
the competition heading into Super Bowl and playoffs and everything else, man. So
I mean, if you ever notice, like in the history of TV since the Super Bowl been the Super Bowl and football been football, so
yeah,
there's nothing on Sundays that are prime time like premiere on Sundays
right, right.
when it's football season, even during regular season, you know. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean that's pretty bold for The Last of Us, but they know their fan base is gonna be there, and
Yeah,
they 100% correct on that. So
yeah. And then on top of that, it's like even if you finish up the game, HBO's right there, right afterwards. Look up, watch it on Monday or later on at the game if you got nothing else to
yep,
do. It's right there. So
yep,
they gonna get
right
their
there.
ratings.
Oh yeah, they gonna get it. They gonna get their ratings. It's gonna be number one
Yeah,
every Sunday night until they have their season finale. But yeah, it's real good. It's really good. I highly suggest. A lot of people been reviewing it and saying that man, like I done heard a couple of people say that kind of made me want to play the game.
yeah. Somebody told me about that as well too. That's like I really want to experience the game and stuff too. So they about to get
Yeah,
more money. All right, Naughty Dog, y'all about to really collect up some more coins, ain't y'all?
yeah, yeah. Hey man, shout out to Naughty Dog. It
Yeah,
feels like that they are listening to the fans, and they're going by what the fans are saying, and they're not just going by what they're saying because we are the people that done put hours and sacrificing their hours and days, and when we need to be going to sleep to go to work because there's a lot of us that's older playing these games,
man,
all gray, and you know.
man. I'm telling you, be waiting forever for these next. I don't know when Last of Us 3 gonna come out. We gonna be, I don't know
I
when.
don't know neither. I don't know neither. I
Yeah,
don't know. I just hope they don't take too long like another certain game. Um Grand Theft Auto. Jesus Christ.
boy, that's gonna be man. Goodness gracious,
Yeah, man, I mean, good Lord.
waiting forever, ever, man.
Waiting forever, ever. But like I said, Naughty Dog has it to where they listen to the fans because it's not taking long. It didn't take long for them to come out with this TV show. Surprisingly, it didn't for me. It don't feel like that because
Mm-mm.
right after Volume 2, they said they was gonna come out with a TV show, and I was like, oh God, it's gonna
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, I remember soon as they felt like everybody was done with the game or whatever, that's when they announced that they was gonna come out with the TV show. And I do remember I had my head in my hand. I'm like, come on,
yeah.
man, what is that?
Oh,
That's
all of us, all of us.
all of us was yeah. These video game adaptations is not good, but this is pretty good, and I am enjoying it. I am very pleased.
Yeah, likewise, same here, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for another episode of John's VIP Room. The Last of Us episode 2. Mike, appreciate you for joining me, bro.
No
We will
problem.
see, yeah, man. We gonna see if we get some more people in there. I know my homeboy Steven said he gonna join us next time, man. But hey, we'll see what happens. If not, hey, we still gonna enjoy ourselves, still gonna keep watching, still keep rocking. Make sure you tune in to the Just Acting Up show. Myself and Mike are on that podcast as well as with Chris, as well as with Tashay. And we got Riri to go join us real soon in that as well, too. So
Yep.
Just Acting Up show. Y'all might want to check that out because we also have interviews with people that actually been on TV. I mean, like TV, or movies. I mean, it's a great show. Check it out. So yeah, but as I digress, man, y'all have a good one. Thank you again for tuning in, Joshua P. Room. We are done, one and done. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out.